So welcome to the last in a 5-part series called Dear Admiral Neffenger, and this is basically what I would say if I ever had an audience with a TSA administrator and was asked the question, what would I do to fix aviation security? So Dear Admiral Neffenger, TSA needs to embrace security management systems, also known as SEMS. Security management systems are already up and running through the International Air Transport Association, IATA, and the International Civil Aviation Organization, ICAO. Here in the States, the FAA has been trying to stand up safety management systems for years, and they've really been dragging their feet on the airport safety side with that. It's still not rolled out as of 2015 here. But safety management systems, sir, you know this. It's a proven program. It's already in use by the Coast Guard. It's already in use by airlines, and already in use by most every other major component in our industry. Even helicopter operators use an SMS. Unfortunately, I've never even heard the term SEMS, security management systems, in any of TSA's vocabulary, and that's sad. Why wait on a program that moves us away from chasing the soccer ball and moves us towards everyone moving in the same direction, having the roles on the team, proactive measures, risk assessments so we're not wasting money on threats that aren't really threats, determining what works through audits and internal reporting, and instilling a real security culture. By the way, I appreciate TSA's latest endeavor, It's My Airport. Unfortunately, this feeling of ownership that the program's trying to instill works better when it comes from the local level through an SEMS, when it's generated from within, not from Olympus. There are already local programs in place at some airports that were developed locally and therefore embraced locally. Programs SEMS can end up creating. SEMS may also help get the TSI regulatory workforce working more closely with the ASC, the Airport Security Coordinator, and air carrier security personnel in both word and deed. Rather than trying to play gotcha games on regulatory enforcement actions, that metric needs to reverse. The effectiveness of a TSI should be on the small number of enforcement actions at their airport rather than the most. We need to get the TSIs on the side of the airport operator in trying to achieve the overall goal of protecting the system. SEMS can help with that. This philosophy of the beatings will continue until morale improves has never worked. SEMS is more about whether the mission's being accomplished rather than one particular component is working. It focuses everyone on the big picture. I'd be happy to rattle off a list of airports that are already embracing this culture, but unfortunately the vast majority of airports and air carriers will not until it's required. It's not that the local ASC doesn't have the desire. It's that many of the city councils, the county commissioners, airport authorities, the airport's sponsors that run your local airport won't support something unless it's required. SEMS. I know that TSA administrators feel that their success will be measured on whether there is an attack. Frankly, sir, you can't control that. No more than you can control whether a family heads out in their sailing vessel in bad weather. You can't. What you can control is what's on our watch. I encourage you to put into place measurable benchmarks that make it as difficult as possible to attack aviation, and if it is attacked, is able to bounce back as quickly as possible. I've met many of your senior personnel. They're good, smart people. Don't disregard the hundreds of ASCs and police officers who are on the front lines every day, and take good counsel from your staff. They're good folks up there. We've seen a great transition over the past decade. Kip Hawley's legacy was the liquid rule, whether he liked it or not. John Pistol's legacy was risk-based security. Both put in excellent programs. I challenge you to raise the reputation of TSA and thus the credibility and deterrence level of TSA through real industry engagement, a focus on what you can control. Like I learned in Coast Guard Officer Candidate School, the term "not on my watch." Recognized I couldn't save everyone, but I can save a lot just by focusing on what I can control. Good luck, sir. I appreciate your time and your audience. And we'll finish the series where we started, right here, in front of the Freedom Tower, at the base of Ground Zero, where the reflecting pools now sit, that will forever symbolize everything that we stand for and the reason why we do what we do. Thank you for your time.